Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know that doesn't sound like Jim's good morning, but it's a good morning. First, I have three things to show you. First, how my husband doodles. This is his picture, isn't it cute? It's his note for himself of what to do, but isn't it cute? He's got me and Hilmy in the bus. That boy, he's funny. And then we got a gift from one of our subscribers, and it was so fun. They're just the nicest people, and they sent us this, which I think is perfect for us. So I have a perfect spot for it. We're going to put it right over here. You want to show? It's going to go right here. So,
yeah.
Isn't that perfect? It's so cute. And then we talked about what we were going to do with that whole huge bookshelf full of DVDs. And somebody suggested that I could get a carrier that holds a whole bunch of them. So that's what we got. We got this from Amazon. It's on our influencer page, which is amazon.com/shop/lifeisjoy. The name of the thing is on there. This is the picture of it and everything's on there. It's in the description below. It sure is. How to get there. This has 4 different little sections. Each section has 15 pages, so it holds a total of 60 in each section and 240 in the whole book. I divided them up into categories, and then when I had like 2 things, I put the two deals there so we can look at the page, look at the covers and kind of remember what they're about. So we have a lot of movies. It's not quite filled up, and then I have like 50 to 75 Gaither music videos, DVDs, which I did not put in here. I kept them in my case, and some of them are on the bookshelf, which I'll rotate out, that my daughter bought for me at a garage sale, and I dearly love them. And then my Christmas ones are somewhere else, which I have a lot of Christmas movies too. But this is the bulk of them. So some people wondered what we were going to do with all those things, and there's what we decided to do. It's still a big container, but not nearly as big as putting them all on that big bookshelf that we had in our house. So this works really well. Zips right up, protects them all, and can be carried like that. So that's pretty cool.
Well, I've been sweating a lot because we have a leak. The water actually is coming from the faucet inside. There must be something on the faucet that actually wasn't tightened up good enough. You can see where it's been leaking down here. It actually fills this wall up, so you can see all the water on the bottom of this piece of plywood right here. Now, one thing I have to say is that sealant that I used and that glue that I used, it's wonderful. You don't have to worry about coming off. It peels off the first layer of the plywood when it comes off, so it's really tough stuff. I will be cutting this to get this piece of plywood out so I can examine the faucet there. I'm sure glad we found it right now instead of later on the road. Okay, here's our faucet, and here's what I discovered. When I put this, when I put this together, I did not screw this in. I went ahead and put on the PEX clamp, but I never screwed this in. That's where all the leak was coming from. So all this trouble was just a me mistake. I just made a mistake and didn't tighten up one of the joints, but now it doesn't leak. I've left it open for about a week now so that I could give it time to make sure it dries out good. All fixed. Good afternoon, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a little afternoon, but hey, what I'm making right now is the metal for the sides. The way our our solar panels stick out. The wind came under that solar panel, bowed them up, broke 2 of them. So I've just replaced those, and now I'm putting in from the side. Yeah, the wind did. Took 2 panels out of the middle of the whole array. Now this right here, this comes from the sides of the bus inside, right where the roof and the wall connect. It fits perfectly from my panels down to the roof of the bus. So what I'm going to do is, you can see that I've already cut every 16 inches. I've put a 3-inch cut. Now these are basically weep holes, air circulation holes both ways, and this allows any rain that might get collected behind this, or any snow or anything. It has an escape every 16 inches, a 3-inch spot. Now I'm going to paint this, which I'm prepping it for paint right now. I'm going to paint this before I put it up. As soon as I get it put up there, it'll look great, and it won't have to come down again. Now on the sides, where the screws will be exposed up on the solar panels, I'm going to put stainless steel self-tappers through the ends of my solar panels. On the bottom, I'm going to put Sikaflex or some kind of sealant underneath, and then on top, and seal it down with metal roofing screws. They're a little bigger, they have a rubber grommet on them. So that's what I'm going to use for the bottom down here, I think. So anyway, right now I'm just getting ready to paint this one. And Debbie wanted me to make sure I got some of this on video. I usually get busy and forget, but this time she got a little of it. Okay, this is ready to put on, except the paint is still wet. It will take, I guess, overnight at least for it to dry out. Here's the ones that haven't been done yet. I have to pull this little strip off here. So here you can see the rivets that are sticking through from the front side. Now those are holding on this little piece of metal right here, and we want that to come off, and so we'll take all these little rivets out and it'll come right off. Then you can see how this is made. This piece here, this holds my metal away from the roof, and I want that to be tight against the roof, so I will cut this off. Okay, you can see here I've put a mark on the edge of the roof. This is with a chalk line. That's where the bottom of this piece that I just showed you will go. It'll go right here on this chalk line, right there. And then the top will be flush with the top of these panels right here. And that will pull the panels that are crooked, which some of them are a little crooked if you look down through there. And the reason they're crooked is because they were slightly bowed in that windstorm, a couple of them, and you can see how the one panel sticks up. It's not harmed though, so we're just going to straighten this edge up, and when I straighten that edge up, it will help straighten the center of that panel up. By taking a cutting wheel and a grinder and going right down the edge all the way there and cutting this bottom portion of this off, that way what's left fits tight against the roof. Well guys, this is Chuck, and he's already become a very good friend. He's served all over the world in the military. He's retired military now, and I love this guy. And today he is here fixing my air conditioner. Now this mini split, as you know, has been a really good unit for us. But last year it was perfect. This year we had lost a little freon. So Chuck is fixing this thing for me, so it'll run us out of that house again. Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Well, these are the panels. I just painted them today. So you can see these are what I'll be putting beside my solar panels. And all these little square cutouts are, those are weep holes. So that will allow the water or snow to go out. Okay, here are the solar panels now. I have metal around these, and I ran out of screws for the bottom part where it goes into the roof. I'm putting caulking underneath each screw before I put the screw in. And these are regular roofing screws. Like for metal roofs, they have a rubber washer on them, so they should last. But I think it looks much better. Up here, I'm going to have a deflector right along here, made out of Lexan. It'll deflect the wind up over, and so that'll take care of all the front. And we still have plenty of ventilation. Well, here's what it looks now with the metal on the sides. And here's the passenger side with the metal on the sides. Again, I only have the first probably 5 or 6 feet down on the bottom, so you can see how some of those are up a little bit right up there. But I will get them all on there as soon as I go pick up some more screws. And I have my antenna up right now. This is my flagpole that I use for an antenna, but it does go up 5, 6 more feet. Well, I'm hoping that's a little informative, and thank you so much for watching. We're getting closer every single day to being on the road full time, and thank you so much for your wonderful comments, and just thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Makes us feel good. So you have an exciting life. Life is a joy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know that doesn't sound like Jim's good morning, but it's a good morning. First, I have 3 things to show you. First, how my husband doodles. This is his picture. Isn't it cute? It's his note for himself of what to do, but isn't it cute? He's got me and Hilmy in the bus. That boy, he's funny. And then we got a gift from one of our subscribers, and it was so fun. They're just the nicest people, and they sent us this, which I think is perfect for us. So I have a perfect spot for it. We're going to put it right over here. You want to show? It's going to go right here. So,
yeah.
Isn't that perfect? It's so cute. And then we talked about what we were going to do with that whole huge bookshelf full of DVDs. And somebody suggested that I could get a carrier that holds a whole bunch of them. So that's what we got. We got this from Amazon.